Hello everyone, the ongoing discography of Harp and a Monkey, and we're starting this week today on album number 2, All Life Is Here. It's a rather striking cover. I love the cover of this one as well. This is a picture of, it's actually taken from it's a Victorian or Edwardian. I'll have to check that up actually. Family photo album that Simon discovered. This is an actual picture. You know, they did used to sort of dress their pets up in, take the idea of a pet being a member of the family to a different level, so this dog was dressed up in a full sort of outfit with stick and everything. Fabulous thing. Anyway, so the album. The record actually starts. The intro it's got a little intro which was fab. It was my wife's cousin who sent it over to us, and her daughter Isabel, who was very young at the time. They used to play a sort of stuff from Harp and a Monkey, the first Harp and a Monkey album, and whenever they'd say to her, "What music do you want to listen to?" she'd say, Harp and a Monkey, which is the bit. It's just lovely. So we use that as the kind of introduction into the record. You're not going to hear that. You have to get the record if you want to hear that. And then it goes into a very different mood. We go into track 1, which is Walking in the Footsteps of Giants. And I think it's quite this whole album's a bit different to the first one, in that the first one was really written kind of in, as a discovery of a style, of a sound. We were playing around, trying to write songs and not worrying so much at that point about how we were going to actually take them out live. Whereas by the time we came to do this record, we'd been playing a lot of concerts, a lot of gigs. This record, I think, reflects that a bit more, that it feels a bit more like a live sort of band than the first one did. Footsteps has got a bit of beef to it. It's kind of a bigger number than anything perhaps on the first record. We needed a couple of tracks like that, for our live shows. So I'm not sure where this song actually musically starts from. Again, it's one that I would imagine is an Andy and Simon sort of playing around, really, and be something that originated from those two. I remember where the lyric came from and the story, the song story, because I've been doing a study on the international brigades, and I was trying to see whether there was any truth in this. At the time of the Spanish Civil War and the international brigades, the British press had tried to sort of, I suppose, diminish and denounce the part of the Brits who'd gone to fight in the war, saying that they were either thrill seekers or communists. And so I did a case study of all of the men that I could find from modern day Oldham, which includes Saddleworth as well, because quite a lot of them went from that area. And I did a study to see their backgrounds and see if they were indeed communists or whether they were sort of people who might have been described as thrill seekers. And there was a few oral histories unearthed as well in the Lancashire archive, one of which was a chap called Albert Charlesworth from Delph in Oldham, who's actually the person who's featured on the song. We've got an audio clip of him talking about going over the Pyrenees and into Spain to fight in the Civil War. But in the course of that research, one thing that I discovered that I knew nothing about was the fact that the Kinder trespass, the mass trespass that won us the right to roam on open land, and I'm a keen walker, important thing for me, that a lot of the same people who actually took part in the mass trespass then were the same people who went and walked over, the Pyrenees in many cases, to join the international brigades, including a number of the men from Oldham. So that's where this link between the right to roam and the Spanish Civil War that kind of made the foundation of this song, from Kinder to Cordoba, as it says in the lyric. And it's just about the idea of, I suppose, working people, normal people, making a stand for their rights and for democracy, and just was something that, you know, really lent itself to the feeling of this song having a bit more kind of oomph behind it. So the version you're going to watch is not one that you might have seen, actually. It's not one that I don't even know who filmed it, to be perfectly honest with you. It was taken in 2015 at a show we did in Wadsworth, which is up in the Calder Valley, up above Todmorden and that sort of part of the world. You know, they have a really good venue up there, and we played there. Gosh, it was the night of the horrendous floods of that year. Do you remember them? And we really struggled to get home. Our route back home from that gig was blocked through Todmorden. We had to go all the way back through Halifax because the canals had burst the banks, and back up onto the M62 and home again. So yeah, it's a version at Wadsworth. So I hope you enjoy it. And we will be back again with more from this in obviously the coming weeks. This is the story of a rambling man, spent all his days working with his hands. Come the weekend he likes to roam over a kinder where the heather grows. Straight from the factories, best foot forward over the kinder screen. Straight from the factory, take on the landlord's hand with yourself. Walking in the footsteps of giants. Let's go walking in the footsteps of giants. Walking in the footsteps of giants. Let's go walking in the footsteps of giants. 4 years later and the corpsman came, told them of a war being waged in Spain. Good folk were needed to make a stand, stop the spread of fascism across the land. Straight from the factory, walk over the Pyrenees. Straight from the factories, on the light crackle and with yourself believe.
As the situation developed, more and more about it. But eventually I saw an advert in the Manchester Evening News asking for volunteers for Spain, and one of them did. I went to Manchester and volunteered. Pitch darkness up steep mountains. It's really trying because you never thought you were going to get to the top.
Straight from the factories, straight from the factories, the kinders you caught over the Walking in the footsteps of giants,